Living a life, and living a long and a happy life. That's the secret. Find something you love doing and then do it till it kills you. I've spent most of my life as a Hollywood stuntman. That takes up a lot of time, and it gave me a lot of adventures, traveled all over the world. I met a lot of great people, talented people, funny people, both in show business and in the communities where we shot. The bad part is you can get pretty banged up being a stuntman. I've broken all the ribs on this side of my body, my shoulder, broke my arm, broke my leg once in a picture called Bubba Hotep. But the payoff is worth it. You know, all the perks that you get traveling around the world. Another bad part of it is you don't have much of a family life. And that's one of my regrets, not being around my children. I have great children, such a great family. And like most artists, you spend a lot of time doing your art and not a lot of time being a father or a husband. So that payoff is a lot of loneliness, I suppose, for the artists, for me, and for the family. But other than that, the creativity involved and the passion involved. And I worked mostly in the independent or the low-budget field because, frankly, it was just more creative than working for the studios. The studios, if someone wants a ladder on the set, you can't go get it. You have to wait for someone in the prop department or the grips to go get the ladder, even if you're standing next to it. In independent film, you just build the ladder. I mean, you just do it. And a lot of the creativity involved, if there's something goes wrong and it doesn't work, then you have to think on the spot and figure out a way to make it work anyway. And that's part of the fun. And becoming a family, you don't spend a lot of time with your own family, but the people you work with become a family. And now I've been friends with some of my compatriots for 50 years, and we're still close. You just travel together, you live together, you work together 10 to 14 hours a day. And I was very lucky to be able to do that. I miss some of the things I wish I could have done, like go to more basketball games my kids were involved in, or scout troops, being a leader in the scouts, being a better husband. You're not much of a husband when you're gone all the time. But at the same time, the trade-off is you get to do that thing I'm talking about, that thing you love. And for me, that was film. What an art film is. It involves a lot of people to get a film made. It's not just one person doing everything. It's a communal event, and I was lucky enough to be part of it. Part of that. If film wasn't important, despots wouldn't ban it. Hitler wouldn't have burned the books if books weren't important. Leni Riefenstahl wouldn't have made her films if they didn't help turn a nation toward the Fuhrer. It has an effect on people. Film is just something I love. I started out wanting to get in the business. I just sort of fell into it. But I've never regretted it. To this day, I'm still fascinated by film. It's changed a lot since I began. We used to shoot with big 35 millimeter cameras. Now they shoot with a camera the size of a cigarette package. But it's still the same thing, telling stories, entertaining the people around the campfire.